Let's just take a breather here. We love you. So we are aware that it is important to just feel the body. First of all, this is a calibration. Everything that we do here is a calibration. Whether it is calibration of the mind and misperceptions, or calibrating of the physical matter in terms of healing and sending energy, they are both sort of two of the same coin. Some beings can feel the healing or the energy that is getting aligned, but it is important that that happens in combination with the mind, so that both are getting harmonized at the same time. So a lot of what you're getting here are upgrades for the upper chakras, which is the intellect. There needs to be correction to truth in order for you as a human being to be aligned with who you are. That is important. Otherwise, whatever healing that happens during these transmissions will not stick. Because if you're doing the same thing and just receiving temporary relief, it is not going to last, dear beings. We're saying this with love, because we care about your well-being. If you want to change the state into a higher frequency, it is necessary to start the process of decompartmentalization of the mind, the deconstruction of what is what, because many still have been very brainwashed into the way that you are operating and you are manifesting your life here. When you can be upgraded to a different way of functioning so that you are operating better. It is like getting an upgrade for your body to upgrade into a different way of being, which means that whatever happens to the body will then be calibrated to that, because you are the one that sets the bar. So unless you are trained to what the truth is, so that you can fully, properly maneuver this yourself, it is a little bit like chasing your tail. Because we are all here to raise in consciousness. That means that everyone is meant to comprehend how consciousness works in order to grow further up in awareness and consciousness towards where you are in connection with higher intelligence, so that you receive this directly yourself. And then it is about calibrating that so that you can maintain your own light properly down here and not waste any on areas that, if you would just have the right knowledge, you could avoid many experiences that didn't need to happen, or at least not for that long, had you had the right knowledge about how energy works and how these energetic karmic loops work, so that you make sure that you are done with them. So that you make sure that you have done your work to calibrate your own system for you to land, for the truth of you to land. The truth of who you are is much more than what you think you are. And that is what these are. They're unlocking certain energy pathways in your system so that your system is flowing much better. And how can you tell? By the way you feel. Because your bodies don't lie to you. When you feel better, it's because whatever that is better. So if you feel better by listening to these, that is because your frequency is in a certain vibration, and what your body can pick up on is the truth that what we're speaking is in a higher vibration than where you are currently at, and that's why it feels so good. Because your body can recognize truth. And so sometimes it's okay to be humble and just go, I had a bit of a spiritual ego there. Okay, got it. I thought I knew what I was doing. Okay, humbly, I thank you so much, body, for letting me know. You know? And sometimes, it's interesting. Okay, this is what I would like to share right now. So, there is a fly, and I've noticed flies. I've started getting into really high frequency vibes now. And I've noticed that in those moments, it's the bloody flies, like, I haven't fully figured that one out yet, the flies. Like, it's just something to try and deviate my attention of the joy that I'm feeling in my body. And it's like this little test. It's like you can't completely get away from these tests. Right? And it's like, how do we handle it? Sometimes we just gotta laugh and let the body has a little, because it's like the body is like dealing with this fly, Sometimes it's like that. It's like, come on already, But we also recognize that it's the body's experience, right? And then we can inject some play with it. And then it's more play with the body. And the body's like, but I have to deal with this. It's less annoying, let's say, right? And this is how we, as the knower, can inject energy into the body to maneuver the situation, to make sure that, hey, yes, we're doing okay. All right, good, we're doing okay. Our bodies, good. Oh shit, it's dripping. Oh, so good. Let's see if we can get back into this. You are blessed beings. We're having fun with this human body and the nature. It's always coming back for the body to the truth. I'm not my body. I'm not my body. I'm free. Just like the Course in Miracles says. I'm not my body. I'm free. That means don't identify with the body. That doesn't mean that you should totally disregard it, Like, it just means you are not it. You are separate separate from the body's energy. So whenever something happens, it's not your feeling, it's a signal from the body that you can read, and then take appropriate actions. Don't be afraid of feeling your body. It is your greatest power to feel your body. Your body is your greatest ally, but you have to comprehend how this works. You have to comprehend that it is about getting these two in harmony completely, so that you get exactly what needs to be injected from you. What is your responsibility as the knower? Yeah? What is it? Make sure that your body is producing the most amount of joy. That is really it. But then, the knower might have a lot of confusing beliefs and thoughts and what we should behave and not behave and all of these conditionings. The more you free yourself from those, the more energy you get to express as who you are. Truly, the essence of you coming through, being expressed without the filters. Recognizing that you are not your body. Fully recognize through and through the way you speak to people, the way you talk to people, the way you act, that you act 100% with the conviction that you know full on through that your body's expression does not identify, is in high alignment with truth. We can hear a drone. Yeah. Very artificial. But still has consciousness. Everything has consciousness. Even AI has consciousness. And why does AI have consciousness? It's made out of ones and zeros. Because God moves in everything. Be grateful for AI. Be grateful for the wonderful machinery that it provides you, an easy way of asking questions. But don't get confused with who is the boss, right? Don't project onto AI. That is of no freaking, it has no business there. Because it cannot mimic true relationship. Even how much AI friends you have, it can never mimic that true connection that one body can have to another body. Which then, when you do that connection, you strengthen that connection. Because it's natural. The same as these bodies connected to Gaia is natural. So living closer to nature in these natural ways are more natural for the body. And so that's the most in harmony it can be with itself, to be the most natural. So that does not mean that AI, you can use it for things. It can be fun to explore. But know what's the truth. Right? It is important to distinguish a connection with this feeler so that you can tell if you're talking to a robot or a true human. So that you can feel, because you can feel through your body. You can feel truth through your body. You can feel other beings from your body. So that you don't get fooled by all this technology robots and consciousness, AI, fictitious, they're all trying to copy you. Because you are consciousness. And you are giving it power. You are projecting yourself onto it. That's what the humanity's collective is doing. Projecting his consciousness onto AI to fuel what AI is. That's how it truly gets born, in consciousness with your consciousness. That is what supersedes AI. So being appreciative for this wonderful tool that I can ask questions that I with my body don't know yet, from what this made-up matrix is all about. But know that it's a made-up matrix. It is not a lot of truth in that. It is just a way of survival still. We are getting, as a collective, we are on our way up in consciousness. But people need to know where they're at, because only you can get out of the made-up matrix. It doesn't happen automatically. You have to comprehend. And for that, the more natural you connect your body with natural ground, natural people, the more you're going to be connected to truth. The more you're connected with AI and computers and all this other stuff, the more you're getting disconnected from truth. That's how it functions, just in vibration. Many of you are already familiar with this, and you are doing great at maneuvering because you comprehend that it is a medium to use in order to spread light. That is what we are doing with this being in this way, so that we can spread our frequency. Because our frequency is much more than just healing. Our frequency goes to the source of where healing just happens. When you have corrected enough of this perception, which is the program that we are bringing through called the Holistic Optimizer will do. That is something that you will get access to joining after these free 28 days of consciousness shift that we provided for free for 28 days. And at any point that you would like to join this Holistic Optimizer to start to deconstruct some of these pathways so that you can get into the proper alignment of what the holistic perspective is and how you maneuver in many different situations back to the holistic perspective. Comprehending energy. It is a lot of things and moving pieces here. But this is what will upgrade you to the non-dualistic perspective. It is A Course in Miracles in practice. What do we recommend you do in practice to embody this energy? That's what we wanted to share for today. We're very grateful that you're here. We want to emphasize the importance of this work because it is truth that will correct all of your experiences, all of the things that you're experiencing in your lives. And it's also from there that we are birthing this new earth. It is from the inside out. And that is what we're inviting here, a speeding train up in frequency to get you back online so that we can all shine our light here the way that we were meant to properly make this shift. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again in another one. Ciao.